We're reading part 11. We're continuing with Saigyo's awesome Nightfall. Part 11 now. And part 10, we had some love poems. We dealt with love. We had some mountain climbing issues. And we had mountain climbing and love. But in part 11, we have what? We're on poem 683. And why is this thing like this? It says the crossbow moon. Now he's got a crossbow moon. Is no longer within my view. But how could I forget the sheer loveliness of its soft shaft of light piercing me? Looks like the moon is like a crossbow shooting rays at him. He says, the crossbow moon is no longer within my view, but how could I forget the sheer loveliness of its soft shaft of light piercing me? I guess it's gone out of sight and he still remembers the view. I think my seating arrangement's not right. You have to cross-legged. There. Now it's 684. He says, I'll never forget her look when I said goodbye, especially since, as keepsake, she set her sorrow-filled face on the moon above. He's thinking about his ex-girlfriend. He says, I'll never forget her look when I said goodbye, especially since, as keepsake, she set her sorrow-filled face on the moon above. This moon thing is...
This way, when he sees the moon, he sees her face.
Yeah, she set her face on the moon, and he's looking at the moon, and yeah, I see the association.
He kept the stay.
It's another moon poem. Many moons. All the moon poems, the 684 is a moon poem and a love poem. We classify them. We could be critics, and we could put so much information in that it obscures the poem. Here we have 697. It will be good. My body may cry itself into a pond of tears, but in it my unchanged heart will give lodging to the moon. My goodness. His unchanged heart's going to give lodging to the moon, he says. It will be good my body may cry itself into a pond of tears, but in it my unchanged heart will give lodging to the moon. It's very spiritual, I guess. 702. In the portrait emerging on the moon, I spied your face so clearly, the cause of tears, which then quickly cast the moon in clouds again. Moons. Many moons. And he says, no poke or shadow on the moon's face. So just then I recalled yours, dear, till tears from my own mind defaced the moon once more. Mm.
You see?
See what? Also, the moon is a tablet inside his forehead, or could be inner moon. We talk sometimes about the inner moon.
No, he's talking about the moon in the sky now. He said he had a sorrow will show on the moon's face, and he sees it all along. And it's interesting how the moon always depicts a woman's face. To me, I can only see a woman's face in the moon.
Well, I don't know if it's Kuma, Kana, all these words. No poke or shadow on the moon's face, so just then I recalled yours clear, till tears from my own mind defaced the moon once more. 774. Bonging so reliably, the temple bell, heard at dusk, sounds again at dawn. So will the sins of this whole night fall from me through its force. Bonging or banging so reliably, the temple bell, heard at dusk, sounds again at dawn. So will the sins of this whole night fall from me through its force. The sins, the karmas. Is karma's going to hit him like the bell is striking? Oh, what is that? His sins. He's concerned of his karma.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, his family was the warrior caste, and they worked for the emperor, and they were supposed to fight wars. And actually, he became a priest because he was a little afraid of all this stuff and didn't want to be a samurai. Now we get into the history. Now he says in 775, in deep reverie on how time buffets all, I hear blows fall on the temple bell, drawing out more of its sound and my sadness. It's drawing out. In deep reverie on how time buffets all, I hear blows fall on a temple bell, drawing out more of its sound and my sadness. 777. My kimono sleeves, blossom scented by the air, under this orange tree, close by the eaves, catch and hold tears falling from the past recall. Mm-hmm. 793. Here I've a place so remote, so mountain close, none comes to call, but those voices, a whole clan of monkeys on the way here. He hears voices. He has all those monkeys. Why doesn't he have them for friends? Remember all those monkeys in the hot tub and the hot steam, hot spring in the nature show? Here he says, here I have a place so remote, so mountain closed, none comes to call. But those voices, a whole clan of monkeys on the way here. I guess the monkeys travel together and they probably make a lot of noise. Very interesting, huh? While secluded in a place far away, the moon conveyed my message all the way back to someone in the capital. My goodness, he has this love in the capital, and he has the moon, and my goodness. He says in 795, "The moon, like you, is far away from me, but it's our sole memento. If you look and recall our past through it, we can be one mind." There's one mind. Remember how we read one mind from the temple from the Korean temple from Flushing? The one mind principles. Well, he can be one mind through the moon. Well, the moon is still a symbol of enlightenment, sort of. The inner moon is within the Shingon school of Buddhism, where they practice Gachirinkan, a personalized luminescent moon. According to the theory of Yamada Sojin. I'll read that again. "The moon, like you, is far away from me, but it's our sole memento. If you look and recall our past through it, we can be one mind." 797. When at this stage of world-loathing, something captures the heart, then indeed the same world is all the more worthy of total disdain. When at this stage of world-loathing, something captures the heart, then indeed the same world is all the more worthy of total disdain.
What's disdain?
Dislike, disgust. How is that there? He says at this stage of world loathing, something captures the heart that indeed the same world is all the more worthy of total disdain. He's more willing to reject it. So he rejects.
Because he experienced love.
By rejecting the world, he's rejecting it even more or something. I don't know.
With the experience of love, he notices more the difference with him.
Yeah. Be what? When at this stage of world loathing, something captures the heart, then indeed the same world is all the more worthy blank of total disdain.
See, something catches the heart. So he loves something.
All right, so he achieves maybe some spiritual awakening.
That beautiful experience of love makes it, the separation more
All right. Reading from Awesome Nightfall, with poetry of 12th century monk Saigyo. He's not a monk though. He's precursor to Bashu.
Oh, that's a monk also. His life is very much a
He's a monk in the woods, independent monk.